He's now changing places with Julio MIRENA. And there's the Germans. Ewen ALBRECHT and the man who might well have some fun in this race, Felix RIJNHEN. Just remember, if you saw that race, how RIJNHEN just blew the 15,000 meter elimination race wide open with that early attack that took Elton De Souza with him. They were able to rejoin the peloton and stayed with the peloton as well. That gave them gold and silver. Running repairs here for Stefano MARESCHI. Some last minute adjustments for him on the outside. Livio WENGER, the Swiss man. Possible dark horse. And a lot of these guys will be thinking, yeah, it could be my race. It's all about timing your charge, being in the right place at the right time. The points race. You don't have to worry about getting eliminated. That's not on the board here today. And accumulating points, that is the name of this game. The one thing you don't want to have happen, of course, is a collision. That means you're going to have to work very, very hard to rejoin the group. In a big field like this, there's always a danger that skates might tangle up. Somebody might get pushed over by accident. But the last race of the speed skating competition at the 2017 World Games is underway. The 10,000 meter points race for men. Let's see who picks up the early running. There's the bell. So just let everybody know points are up for grabs early. Patxi PEULA, the Spaniard, has put himself in a good place early on. It's a pretty fast pace being set here. Spreading the field. But the early 2 or 3 laps, pretty much the phony war in many ways. Rolando OSSANDON, the Chilean, well placed towards the head of the field. Now PEULA, we saw how well he could skate in avoiding elimination. He's now trying to skate for points here. The first point's up for grabs, and it looks like Patxi PEULA is going to take the first 2 points. That was neatly done. Well, he skated his way to an unexpected bronze in the elimination race, the Spaniard. Son of Korea, who's not had a good World Games. Collects the second point. He's very capable at his best, but he's not been at his best, the Korean. And now we're starting to see some familiar names at the front. Livio WENGER leading Bart SWINGS. It's only a matter of time before we start seeing the likes of Swings, Michael, and he now hits the front of the Kiwi along with Swings. There we go. 2 guys we expected to see collecting a lot of points. Michael gets 2, Swings gets 1. Both of them have a look around. I wonder if the 2 of them might just fancy to just keep the tempo going here and really stretch them out, and they are stretched. So this pace is hot. But not staying particularly hot. Kuwada KEN is tucked in ominously in 4th place. He takes his time before he makes his move, but in a 10,000 meter race, you can't hang around too long. The good news for KEN is that there are points all over the board at the moment, so he'll happily settle for just the 1 point there. As the points continue to get shared around, nobody has managed to accumulate points twice. Daniel NIERO of Italy leading the way on that occasion. here comes a French attack. Let's see if it's their turn to get themselves on the board. That's certainly how it's looking as the countdown continues. 13 laps to go. It's a France 1-2 at the moment. But Gwendal Le Piver is looking very, very leggy. He couldn't keep his push going. So that's an indication of just what the 500-meter event earlier today has taken out of his legs. But Ewen Fernández will collect the 2, and a little bonus there for Daniel NIERO, the Italian, who was able to pinch the second point, as Le Piver just found it all a bit too hot to handle. Tiredness in the legs. There were indeed 4 non-starters. Edwin Estrada, the big Colombian, Andres Jimenez, another Colombian, Milka Paez and Cao Mao-che of Chinese Taipei, but 31 men setting out. And the points continuing to be shared around. Now, here comes the big fella, Reiners. So my turn now. The star, Felix RIJNHEN, of the 15,000 elimination. Picks up the 2 points there. But it's still all to play for here as Swings decides, well, my time to try and pick up another point here, and he's taken a Portuguese skater with him, so that's going to be another name on the board. RIJNHEN beating Julio Mirena of Venezuela on that last lap, and it looks like this one has been sorted out. And I think that's Martin Dias tucked in behind Swings. We'll get confirmation of that. Or is it Marreiros? Not sure. We will get confirmation in a minute. It may be Diogo Marreiros that's just jumped in there. Swings and Marreiros have really thrown something down here. So Bart Swings has obviously decided, you know what, time to have some fun. RIJNHEN, the German, and it looks like he's closing the gap. It was indeed Marreiros taking second place, and he's dropped off the pace. So Swings continues to just enjoy a healthy lead. Now there will be 3 or 4 others in the pack having a look at what Bart Swings is doing. Kuwada KEN being one of them. He's tucked in 3rd place, and he'll probably just steal a point here off RIJNHEN unless the big German can hold him off, and KEN is not wasting energy there. So an easy 2 for Swings. Another one for RIJNHEN. That'll keep him very much in the mix. And if Ken's going to make his move, well, he's got 9 laps to do it in. It is not press the panic button time, far from it. But you would think he's going to have to do something pretty soon. Meanwhile, the breakaways continue. And I don't think Ken is going to pick up anything out of this situation. These points are heading to France, I believe, or is that Michael? Again, we'll get confirmation of that. No, it's Michael. I think that was Livio Wenger just behind him. So, Peter Michael with a big move, the New Zealander. Bronze in the 15,000 elimination on the track. That was the race that was dominated by RIJNHEN and De Souza. Yeah, Wenger it was who collected his first point, the Swiss skater. As we continue to count down, and Swings continues to lead Michael, RIJNHEN and NIERO. Haven't seen much of Patxi PEULA for a while. Now, did Swings manage to get up to second there behind Ken? We'll wait to see. Ken has obviously decided that gap's getting a little bit too big now. Shut it down. Pick up a cheap couple of points. That's exactly what he did, and he's staying at the front here. Well, who's got it? Is it Wenger or is it Swings? It's Swings. That to be an important point for the Belgian. And it's still all to play for, as Ken has obviously decided to up the ante here. Ken, Swings and Michael starting to assert their class, but I think this is NIERO who's decided, you know what, I haven't troubled these scorers for a little while. Time to do something about that, and we click another lap off. So Daniel NIERO and Livio WENGER, the point scorers there. So another point for WENGER. If WENGER can grab a 2-point haul, he does put himself in contention. Elton De Souza, excuse me, has popped up at the front, and Patxi PEULA, who we haven't seen for a while, is tucked in just behind him, and that's Ewen FERNANDEZ, the other French skater, looking to see if he can make it a French 1-2. Now PEULA's been biding his time ever since taking the early 2 points. Don't forget there is 3 points for the winner of the race. 2 for second, 1 for third. PEULA settles for 2, or 1 rather, excuse me, behind De Souza. Now FERNANDEZ does go for the front, swings, starts to move through ominously with Michael tucked in just behind him. And it's NIERO in the lead, and the heat pretty intense right now for these skaters. Liam GARRIGA, the Australian, is in that leading pack. He hasn't managed to pull in any points yet, but with this field fragmented like it is, just staying with that lead group is pretty good. There are skaters all over the place at the moment. Well, we are now getting down to serious business as NIERO looks around, having made a decisive move, the Italian, and they do have to drag him back quickly. It's De Souza leading the charge. FERNANDEZ is up there. Some of these lap skaters might want to just get out of the way, and that's exactly what they're doing. As the guys still actively in search of medals go to work. Well, now we see another break. And this looks like a very determined move indeed as well. Now, whether this is going to prove to be smart or not remains to be seen, but Jorge Bolaños VILLACORTE has clearly decided it's time to go. The Ecuadorian has sat in the pack, and with 3 laps to go, it's going to be a question now of whether he can overhaul NIERO, Swings, and Michael and WENGER in front of him. If he can maintain this pace, and if he can stay at the head of this for the remainder of the race, it'll be gold. Because there's the bonus, of course, of 3 points for crossing the line in first place. So this is audacious. Bolaños VILLACORTE, who sat in the pack, did absolutely nothing. Diogo MARREIROS, the Portuguese skater, looks like he's trying to track him down. So Liam GARRIGA, the Aussie, on the board, which went by in the blink of an eye as we were so busy watching Bolaños VILLACORTE. But Liam GARRIGA skating really well here for Australia. He's on the board, but the question is, can the Ecuadorian stay there? For how long can he stay there? Well, that's another 2 in the bank. This really is a gutsy effort from the Ecuadorian, and it's all about tactics and timing as we get down to serious business now. The clock is ticking. Swings and Michael know it. They're making their move. Here comes Swings. He's fully aware of what's happening. So Bolaños VILLACORTE, who's put in all that work, has been dragged back. And the question is, can Michael or WENGER make any kind of move at all? Patxi PEULA is trying to make a move here. But Swings, this is decisive from him. Here we go. PEULA's in second place, but will they hit the final lap? Swings and NIERO neck and neck, but Swings with a big lead, and PEULA popping up behind him as well. Remember, it's 3-2-1 for the first, second and third finishers. And we are on the last lap, and it looks like Bart Swings, the Belgian, is going for gold. He was gold on this surface in the 20,000 metre elimination. So he's the man with the pedigree. And unless Daniel NIERO can find something incredible from here, and I don't think he can, it's going to be another gold for Swings. PEULA tucked in just behind him. Swings takes gold. Patxi PEULA will pick up a couple more points, but he won't be on the podium. Bolanos Via, with his bravery, has earned himself a bronze. And Daniel NIERO of Italy will take silver. We await official confirmation, but it does look, unless there is something that the judges have spotted, it does look as if Belgium and Bart Swings have claimed another gold medal. Daniel NIERO, the Italian, behind him, and that brave bid from Jorge Bolanos VILLACORTE of Ecuador hasn't produced a gold, but it has put him on the podium. He'll get a bronze. But Bart Swings, well, he's the boss on the road when it comes to the distance races. Gold in the elimination race in 20,000, now gold again here in the 10,000 metre points race. The rest of the skaters trailing round. Everybody looking around to see where they finished, how it's all panned out. Well, it's officially being announced there, you can hear over the tannoy. Yeah, Swings has got gold. NIERO definitely silver. And Jorge Bolanos VILLACORTE of Ecuador tactically got it right. He made his move. If he'd been able to sustain it, he actually would have gone for gold, but Bart Swings was having nothing to do with that. Patxi PEULA picking up 3 late points just off the podium. Ewen FERNANDEZ just missing out yet again. Peter Michael down there in 6th as well. Livio Wenger 7th. And Ken Kuwada, his challenge never really materialized. Swings all the way. If PEULA had managed to take the big Belgian, which he didn't and couldn't, that would have put him on the podium. PEULA instead will just have to settle for 4th place. No medal for him, but gold for Bart Swings. 3 medals for Swings, 6 for Sandrine Tass. It's been a pretty good competition for Belgian speed skating. Daniel NIERO did his work early in the middle of the race, rather. Stefano MARESCHI sat down there as the 3 Italians conduct their post-mortem. Well, it's all about the rangy Belgian, Bart Swings, who looks so strong in taking the 20,000 elimination race from Daniel NIERO, who's going to have to settle for silver again. Patxi PEULA took the bronze there, so close to a bronze here, but it's gone instead to Ecuador. Well, there is a medal ceremony that is due up momentarily. That was a gutsy effort. Got another silver. NIERO, frustratingly for him,